All right, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yasin, disastrous car. Buzzwell, what's up, man? Gosh darn it. I woke up like a little bit less than 2 hours ago, I think. Man, I think I was so tired. I slept for like 16 hours. Not like straight up 16 hours. I slept like 8 hours and then woke up. And then I ate some stuff. Right? I was awake for like maybe 2 or 3 hours, I think. And then I was like, I was still tired. So I was like, okay, let me take a nap. And then that nap was 8 hours long as well. So slept a lot. I think I was tired, man. So, the day before, I did not sleep much because after we streamed, I just, played on my farm accounts and everything. And then I tried to sleep, but I wasn't able to sleep. So I was tired, but I just did not sleep. So I just woke up. I just got out of bed because I wasn't sleeping. So I got out of bed. I did some, I cleaned my house, and then I did some short videos. First time on this channel. So I did some short videos, and then I tried to take a nap, but I had a gym coming in, so for the volleyball. So I just, I don't have time to sleep. So I did not sleep again, and I played volleyball. And then when I came back from volleyball session, I was like so beat up, so tired. But I'm very well rested right now, man. How you doing, my goat? Need to fix that sleep. I tried to fix my sleep, but it's not working. So I basically pretty much accepted this. So whenever I'm tired, I just go to bed. And then whenever I'm not tired, when I'm not sleeping, I just get out of bed and do something else. But, even if my sleep schedule is messed up, I do sleep quite well. Every day, 8 hours of sleep. At least. And when I wake up, I just feel rested. I gotta make myself another cup of coffee though. And my AP bar is full. I've been, trying to spend my AP bar. So let us just do just a tiny touch of chaining. 4 hours until recovery. We have entered the Eve of Crusade stage, pre-KVK. So I am just doing some marauders while chaining some barbs. You didn't get much sleep this past week, you needed it. Well, I did sleep. Even though the schedule is messed up, yes, the schedule is messed up, but every day I got my 8 hours of sleep. But thank you, man. Thank you for worrying. I'm good, man. The sleep, I'm sleeping good. It's just that the schedule is like all messed up. I'll be back. Gotta make myself another cup of coffee and wake myself up before we start tinkering with the numbers. BRB. Alright, I'm back. So coffee is brewing. I have another drink right here. Hey, Kim, what's up, man? What do you think about your KK matchup? So I haven't really reviewed my KK matchup. Give me a second. I do have some info. Is this it? I'm gonna show you the KK map. But I do think that our KK is very well balanced. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, here's the map. So the KK is there you go. So the KK we are in is very well balanced, and it is left versus right. And just by judging by the power and amount of kill points, it is a very well balanced KK, which means it is going to be a great KK. Hello, Belicht. 17-19 player here, same KK as you. Good match we had. Let's have some fun. Paulo, yep, man, we are gonna be having some fun. It's gonna be great KK, man. I feel like very well balanced. Both sides is equally very good. Arblade about to go to bed. Yo, Arblade, have a nice sleep, man. Gotta go eat. Alright, man, disastrous. Yeah, I was pretty content with my 2 KK matchups this time too. Maybe they're finally getting a bit better. Maybe. But man, I am just super excited, man. So this is my very first KK in like A seed. In my history of playing Rise of Kingdoms, I think I was in A seed KK, but that was only like during KK 1 and 2 when I first started playing the game, where I had no idea what I was doing, right? And then ever since then, my kingdoms power went down and down a tiny bit, and then we went to B seed, and then C seed, and then D seed. So our kingdom went down and down in terms of seed. And I've been like watching, the high seed KKs, and I was like, man, these KKs are crazy. They're like a lot of fighting to do, right? A lot of players and everything. In lower seed, the fights end really quickly. It is kind of hard, It's hard to get the KP. Where's my KK retrospect? Yep. Let me show this. This was the latest KK that I did. Wait, March 15th. Wait a second. What was that? King of all Britain. Wait, my KK ended on 15th March. I see. So, oh yes. I have been sitting here without KK for 2 months. That 2 months of time felt like forever. But I guess it wasn't bad. Yeah, so in this KK I got like 1 billion KP. Like close to 60 million civs or killed. But this, like, I have never missed a fight in this KK. I have never missed a fight. I was always there with 100% uptime. Whenever there was fighting, I was there. Like Pass 4, like Pass 7, Kingsland, and Altars, I was there. And Even so, I only got like 60 million cells. This is quite a good number, but like in like low seed, right, in C or /D seed, this number is not that easy to achieve because the fights just end quickly. Like my Kingsland was like 8 hours. My pass 4 was like a couple of hours as well. It did not last a couple of days. So I'm really super excited in Acid KK, man. There's gonna be a lot of fighting opportunity. And oh boy, we are gonna be here fighting. No matchmaking is still crap. Can confirm since I am versus 606. Oh yeah, I also seen the 606 map. 606 was alone, right? And it was top versus bottom, if I remember correctly. Mid A is really fun generally. I have F2P in a pretty dead kingdom, and there's 7 kingdoms in each camp, which I think is just criminal. I mean, isn't that good for lower seeds? I guess like for if you are in lower seed kingdom, yeah, you do get that, right? In one camp there's gonna be a lot of different kingdoms. But that just means, you know, there's gonna be more players, more fighting opportunity. Marquez, what's up, man? More importantly, did you win? I think we won. Wait, did we win? No, we did. No, we did not win. Yeah, we did not win my last KK. But it's okay. Chat delay seems to be only 20 minutes. Not bad considering it's usually 40 minutes. Yeah, man, I yap with myself too much. The chat is actually real time. I just read the chat so slow. I talk and talk and talk with myself, and then I read the chat. And then whenever I read the chat, I read from where I left. And also we are allied with... Yes, we are allied. So... left versus right. We are Earth Camp. Every stat is looking quite equal. This is gonna be great KK. It's gonna be great. I think I'm gonna be breaking my KK records in this KK. As we know, I am planning to go at least 2.2 billion kill points this KK. That is the minimum amount, according to my plan. But I feel like we can pull like something like 3 billion or something. I have a feeling that we can do 3 billion KP this KK, which if we manage to do that, that's gonna be awesome. I like it. It's gonna be easier for us to reach our this year's goal of reaching the 10 billion kill point mark. And my marchers are getting, you know, all the equipments are almost finished. I'm only missing 2 horns for like becoming like full house. And then after that I can start upgrading my actual gear. How would you feel if you won the whole thing, worked your tail off, and got the star, but since there is 7 kingdoms, you don't get it? Oh, wait a second. So 7 kingdoms, like one coalition is how many kingdoms at the end of the KK? 5? That means like 2 of the kingdoms are gonna get left behind or something. In my opinion, nothing beats High Imperium. The control you can have of your march. Matchmaking is amazing. Is the pop-ups a must in a new crystal tech? I mean, if you're spending, you should buy the pop-ups. Pop-ups are great in value. They are one of the best. But if you're like a small spender or like... No, I mean regardless, right? Regardless if you are spending or not, the very first thing is the $5 daily supplies. And then the $15 advanced treasure. And then the pop-ups are the second best value. And then after that, it's the mountain warfare and other, bundles. Can you cook me a LC cheeseburger in talent plus accessories you would recommend? Since I ain't no way I will open field versus 100 marches. So when you are cheeseburgering with LC, you should use horn plus ring. Horn plus ring is a cheeseburger in setup. So horn and ring, you should have that. And in terms of talents, it's like, it's not too crazy. You could take that. You could take this flight to the death. Or this one. I mean, the talent can look like this. You don't have to take the march split because you're cheeseburgering, but I don't think you should be changing your talent every time you cheeseburger, right? So just use whatever talent you have on LC. And it's gonna be good. My coffee is ready and our action points 4 hours. I think we can start doing the math. Let me grab my coffee. Baby. Come back. So we are doing who benefited the most from the new crystal tech, and it is going to be, let's first find out in terms of troop type. Let us first find out in terms of troop type. Let me prepare my workspace. Yeah. So first of all, we are gonna calculate who is like benefiting the most in terms of troop types. Like, did the infantry got the best, or like cavalry or archer or even siege? Who is getting better stat balance thanks to the addition of defense and HP in the crystal tech? It's just, I mean, it's not gonna matter, okay? This calculation is not gonna reach into conclusion of anything. right? Okay, like for example, okay, so let's say if like it's just an example, infantry benefited the most from this new crystal tech, right? It's not gonna mean that uh like you should main infantry or something. This calculation is just for fun. We are just here to find out who benefited the most. And my guess is it's gonna be siege units. Siege units got the best deal out of this new crystal tech, but we'll see. And then secondly, we are gonna calculate who benefited from this crystal tech in terms of F2P versus whale. That's what we try to do. But that one is gonna be a little bit tricky though. But let's try. Let me read the chat. The $5 one is good, then the second level of Crystal Quest is your next best. Yes, and then after that it is going to be the pop-ups. And then after pop-ups it is going to be the daily purchases and then Mountain Warfare. I don't used to buy pop-ups. Yeah, if you're planning to spend for the Crystal Tech, after $5 and $15, you should go for the pop-ups. What is the calculation is saying? We are just starting the calculation. Let me share my workspace. So, let me zoom in a bit. Man, this is so much mess. I guess, like, if we reach conclusion, this much mess is okay, right? Let me just delete this section. This section I don't really need. Let me do this. Yep. Okay, now it's looking at just tiny touch cleaner. It is better for us to do this calculation on every type of equipment, but I think we should just choose a couple of meta equipment. Like for example, this is statistically optimized equipment, right? We could do on this as well, on this equipment as well. The equipment is going to change things a little bit, especially it's going to be a bit tricky for infantry. And then we can choose like this type of this equipment. This is very common equipment for 10% movement speed. Also the leadership variation could work, but we gotta just do like very handful of equipment, right? Very much handful, small amount of equipment. And the calculation is gonna be easy. Give me a second. So what was this? This was this is new tech. This is new tech. This is old tech. Difference. Difference in percentage. Very messy number. I mean, I guess we don't really need like. We're looking for this percentile difference. This is the important number. Whoop. Let's move this here. Let me try to make things a little bit nicer for us to just see better. You can disregard this insane numbers. We are only need to focus on this number. So running this equipment with the new tech, you are so what is this? The difference is representing is that how your trade potential improved. So this means that with this equipment, with the new crystal tech, you are trading 2.6% better. Let's do this. Yep, 2.6% better. This means that, let's say you were getting like 500% reports, right? Like 500% reports. Let me do this. Yeah. This is just an approximation. Old tech, new tech. This is just to explain. So with this equipment for infantry, with alt tech, let's say you were getting 500% reports, but with the new tech, now you are gonna start getting like 500, like 10%. So this number just represents the efficiency of your trading. It doesn't mean that you are getting more kill points, right? Probably you are gonna be getting less kill points because of all the damage nerfs. Like you are doing a tremendously less damage in the new KK. So maybe like here, like you fight for 1 hour, right? You fight for 1 hour and then you were getting like just, let's say, just 10 million kill points. Yeah, you fight for 1 hour and then you are getting 10 million kill points. This is just, again, just an example. But here, when you fight for 1 hour, you are gonna be getting like 7 million kill points or something like that. But you're gonna be doing a little bit better trades. So this is what I mean. Okay. Let us do with this equipment here as well. And then we can just get the average percentage. And then we can go from there. Let me read the chat. I have been yapping with myself too much. It's only well saying new tech is better for FTP low spender. They're buying gaming so people get fooled into fighting and then getting destroyed. Yeah, man. Like people have a different opinion. Like the new crystal tech is better for FTP, or the new crystal tech is better for wells. But in order to have the definite answer, the true answer, we can just do the math, and then we'll see if it was better, worse, or it's gonna be like the same. We can do that. But the trick here is that for F2P small spender players, they can go for, like, they need to go for 1 or 2 truth type in order to get the full benefit from the new crystal tech, right? If they go mixed, it's gonna be hard. I would assume it's gonna be really hard. But the thing is that the calculating like F2P well, like difference is gonna be really tricky because we actually do not know the prerequisites of the new tech. It's gonna be difficult, but we just gotta assume things a little bit. Just a small bit of assumption, I guess. Man, it's gonna be tricky though. It's gonna be tricky. Your Lucha talent tree is missing 1% attack. Am I missing a point? Ah, yeah, so yeah. Instead of like taking 1% defense here, I can put 1 point here. And maybe instead of this 1 point into the 1 point HP, I can go for... yeah, instead of putting these 2 points, it's probably better for me to put the points here into the elite soldier. Yeah, that we can do that micro optimization. So I can forget archers in zone 5. Alright, so let us first... Okay, so let's start, man. Let us first calculate the infantry, alright? So this is gonna be easy. So this is... So we're just gonna take an example of France. This line that you see right here, it is France. So let me just copy this number and paste it here. It's gonna be really easy. Now what I need to do is delete this number and put the 42% attack here. And then copy this number and paste it here. Boom, easy peasy. Now this equipment with the new tech is 2.8%, trading better. Very easy. Easy to calculate. Now let me take another example like this one. Right. Yep. Let me move it. This one here a bit, and then copy the France new tech values only. Delete this, put 42% attack. So here we are just assuming that it's gonna be the max tech. So this equipment is around 2.6%. So we can like safely assume that infantry is like, of course it's gonna depend on the other equipment types, but we can safe to say that, maybe like around 2.6, 2.7%. It's like average approximation. Let me put that number here. Where is that? Here. So troop type. Trade efficiency increase. New tech impact. Infantry, archer, cavalry, or cavalry. Siege. Let's just call it trade efficiency increase. Hey. Right, so we can put like 2.7%. This is just an approximation. Let's put some green number. There we go. We can like archers like this, cavalry maybe like this, and then siege some other like no. There you go. Bad Abdul, good morning, man. Tay should be great for infantry. I think like the Tay is gonna be great for siege. We have already done the siege, and siege got a really high percentage number. Where was that? Yeah, siege got 4.6%. We have already done this math on siege. Siege doesn't have any, equipment choices. It just has one type of equipment, right? So siege, 4.6%. Let me put that number here. 4.6%. The reason why siege is trade potential, right? Trade efficiency increased is that siege equipment was missing some defensive stat. Siege equipment already was giving you so much attack stats, like so much attack stats. So siege is really enjoying the new crystal tech because, as we know, in the new crystal tech, you are getting 12.5% attack total and then 15% defense and HP. So siege is quite happy with the new tech. And I would assume that archer and cavalry are gonna be around the similar number to infantry. Let's see. Let us see if that is the case. I'm just trying to find the cavalry calculations sheet. Where's that? Oh, there you go. Let me calculate, copy this section. Where's that? Man, this is just so many sheets. There you go. I'll be past it here. Where I wanna like, where do? You just got raided. Oh, Ihara. Ihara, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you are having a good evening, and also welcome everybody. Again, Ihara, much love. Thank you so much for the raid. And welcome. We're just again doing some, messing with some numbers. So one block here. Okay. There you go. Again, guys, welcome. Today we are calculating who is benefiting the most from this new crystal tech in terms of troop types, and also we are trying to calculate who benefited the most in terms of FTP or well in a spending level. We'll see. Irgundir, welcome. What time is it there? It is almost 11 p.m. Infantry needed health. So the thing is that yes, infantry needed health, but you are also getting the defense. So this is not really changing much. Like if you were getting only 50 HP in a new crystal tech and 0 defense, right? Then that would make things favorable for infantry, and then also it would make things favorable for cavalry as well. No, not cavalry. Archers, and then make things least favorable for cavalry, because now you are getting only HP, right? But that is not the case. Okay, let's do the cavalry. Which civilization should we choose? Let's just go Arabia. So I think we should just do the one equipment. Where's that? Yep, let's just do in the meta equipment for cavalry. We're basically opposite the time zones. I'm approaching 10 a.m. Yeah, man, it seems like we are living on the opposite of the earth. Hiya, mats again. Yeah, man. I mean, not man, but yeah, Hara, that's what we do. Let's just take the Arabia and special pass here. This is gonna be really easy. It's just copy paste few numbers. That's it. And then delete this section, replace this with the attack, and then pass special here. 2.3%. I guess we could do one more variation. Yeah, this one. Yeah, but let's just do this variation here, because this equipment is quite common, very, very common, right? So copy and special paste here. There you go. Delete this, replace the tech with 42%, copy, paste special here. Let me delete this doesn't need. Okay, 2.3% and 2.3%. All right, okay. The cavalry is benefiting a little bit less. Predict real Asian. I am the Asian. Just kidding. I have to make one set for infantry. What set do you think is best for the long term? So if you are making a set, you should mix things. Let me go here. Where's that? Give me a second. I'm trying to find the sheet. I apologize, man. I have like, I don't know how many sheets do I have. So you should make these two. This is going to be the best long term for you right now. Both is offering movement speed. Whoop. Both is offering movement speed, but here on one end you have KOK weapon and helmet, but here you don't. So you gotta mix things. It's gonna be really hard for you to have KOK weapon and helmet on all of your marches. So one march has the KOK weapon and helmet, the other march doesn't. And I recommend having 10% movement speed if you are open field player. If you spend a lot and if you are aiming to become like a rally or garrison leader, this is what I recommend. This is the old meta equipment, right? But this is working great for example, garrison as well. So the idea is that just, you know, mix the KOK weapon and helmet. You cannot have KOK weapon and helmet on all of your marches. It's gonna be really hard. All right, let's go to the Archer section. The last one. This calculation is being really easy. Give me a second. Where's the cavalry? Can you guys, like... Give me a second. Yeah, you guys can almost see this. Give me a second. No. I want to show you this. Yeah, you can see the sheets right down below. Let me zoom in. So yeah, this is the amount of sheet that I have. Like, I'm scrolling down right here, and I'm getting lost within my sheet. I have no idea how many I have. It's too much. Wait, I can search from here. It's a bit easy. Oh, okay, now it's easy. Let me copy this. Then let's go to the archer section. Oh, this is way easier. Let me... There you go. Okay, for archers, we gotta choose few equipments as well. I am thinking of choosing this equipment, because everybody has this. This is quite common. And I'm thinking of choosing this equipment as well. And then what else should I choose? I guess those are fine. I mean, the other variation can be with this Milky Way, but this equipment and this equipment is... I mean, this one is quite similar in performance. Oh, wait a second. I should definitely do the 6 set right here. Yep, this is also quite common equipment. And then maybe we should do this. This one, because this is still gonna be meta gear for garrison. For archer garrison, this one, in the new tech. Let me read the chat. Arthur Alex artifact, does the second skill of Alex proc more since it's combo formation? Yes, it will. It will. Especially with butterfly. Archers should be good as well. Tanky, more AoE value. Let's see, man. Do you think replacing ring for march speed? For archers? No. 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 I mean, like, if you have this equipment, right? Give me, like if you have this equipment, this leadership pants is gonna give you archer movement speed, and then when you awaken your boots, and then when you are running the talent, right here, march speed optimized talent, or Zuglian, right? Get some points here. You are decently fast enough. I think total from the talent tree you are getting 30% movement speed from the talent alone on archers. So you are decently fast, and then you are getting another 2% movement speed here. And if you awaken your boots, that's gonna be another 5%. So sacrificing ring for march speed is... I don't think it's the play, because you are also getting base HP from the accessory as well. I think that is way too much sacrifice. Maybe it could be like maybe, but I'm not really sure. In Ark of Osiris, maybe, but I don't think so, man. All right, now we're gonna be doing the same for Archer Civilization. Let's just choose Ottoman, which is the second here. So we're gonna copy this. Past special here. Let me zoom in a bit so that you guys can see the numbers as well. Yeah, I can do the base value, I guess. And then delete this, put 42%. Put everything back, 3.3%. With this equipment. This is understandable because this is actually have a lot of attack stats for trade efficiency, right? So garrison leaders running this equipment is benefiting a lot. Of course, like we have to calculate the commander stats as well, but this is just we are taking the base amount. We don't need to get things complicated like that. Let's do this equipment. We are just gonna take the base stat for Ottoman. And then delete this, 42%. Copy this. That's special. 3.4%. Yo, archers got treated. Archers got like shadow buffed. They definitely got shadow buffed a tiny touch. Let's check this equipment. %. Okay. How about this one? It's gonna be like around 3.3-ish, right? Wait, what? Oh. So this equipment is seeing a less impact trade potential. I mean the 6 set got buffed because you know here we don't have HP, right? So because with the new tech we are now getting some HP, which is why the trade efficiency of this benefited a little bit less. I mean a little bit more than the current meta equipment from this leadership, because we already have a decent amount of HP sitting here, right? But does this mean that this equipment is better than this? No, this equipment is still better. However, the 6 set option for archers are definitely an option right now. That is definite option. Oh yeah, I calculated this set bonus. Okay. All right. Okay, so man, archers are a little bit weird. Maybe we can just get the average of these 4 numbers. Like around 3%. Yeah, let's just assume it's around 30%. Or like 3.3%. And we can put the 2% here. It's gonna be easy to explain. I think so. Here, like, we can safely assume that like the infantry, cavalry, archers are like quite close. This 3.3% number is coming from the like 6 set or the old meta, right? The new meta equipment is only like 2%. But the new meta is still meta because it's still better. I see. This percentage number are gonna get changed due to the commander stats. But this is just the base value regarding the equipment. Yes. So siege benefited the most. The other troop types are benefited the least, and they are like kind of quite close. Archers, the least benefit was on cavalry, but it's not too far. So there's the answer. In terms of troop types, troops. Now I want to try and do something like this. Bending level. And then we can only do like F2P. Then well, let's just compare only two versions. It's someone who's spending the most and then someone who is not spending, right? It's gonna be really hard for us to do the in between because everybody is gonna be different, right? Just to get a general idea. So these numbers are basically regarding the whales as well, because whales are maxing the tax, so they are gaining 42% extra stats, right? So these are probably the whales. Let's just do the average here. Yeah. So whales are. Wait a second. We gotta add. So this is Kingsland. We gotta do pass 4 though. I feel like it's gonna be a bit different. Oh man, it's getting complicated. It's getting complicated. Let me read the chat. I'm just here yapping with myself. I can't. You have more sheets than my browser tab, and I thought I had a lot. Yeah, I think I'm closing like maybe 60 sheets or something. What is your thought on 2KK, 2 infantry set, hope cloak, and leadership pants instead of Eternal Night or by Chelsea for those who don't care about march speed? If you don't care about march speed, yes, that is the best option. That is the statistically optimized best option, cat. That is the best. Here's the by GLC. You are referring this, right? No, this one. Let me see. 2K. Oh no, this one is the. So 2KK. Hope cloak leadership pants. So you are using the infantry set boots and clothes. I think I simulated that. Not this one. Not this one. No, I do not have that. But what you mean is instead of this Eternal Night, you are running leadership pants, right? Yeah, it's gonna be good for in terms of statistic wise, if you don't care about movement speed. Man, we have simulated 18 different equipment choices, combos on infantry, and we still are missing 1 or 2 simulations. That's just crazy. Okay, let's go back to the infantry. Let me choose here. Where's infantry? There you go. Now here comes the tricky part. Guys, so here I need your help. I need your help, okay? So pass 4. When the pass 4 opening, well, and F2P. We gotta have this pass 4, maybe pass 7. I need your help on this one. Man, it's still gonna be really hard to calculate, isn't it? It is still going to be quite the difficult one. So, whales who are maximizing the tech, when they are at pass 4 opening, how many percentage of attack whales have? Extra. They do open up the 6th March, but I am not sure like how many attack percentage they have, and I'm not really sure how, like what is the total amount of crystals they have spent. So I need your help. Need a low spender category in there too. Too much gap between the whale and F2P. I mean, like, we can do that, but then again, it's gonna be really hard, right? We have to know what is the average amount of, like, for example, Kingsland, without a doubt, no problem. They are, whales are getting 42% attack, right? Pass 7, probably 42%. Same, right? What do you guys think? I have no idea what would be the benchmark here. I need your help. I asked it because I don't think the data was there. Yeah, I did not do the simulation on that matter. But yeah, replacing this with the leadership pants is gonna be a great option as well. You're not gonna go wrong. VIP buffs added also. I guess we could like, okay, so for whales we can assume that 5% more attack, right? Oops, just 5% more attack. We could do that. VIP 19, but small spender and F2P, we can assume that they are like somewhere between VIP 13 to VIP 18, right? But whales are VIP 19. Yeah, this is, we can definitely assume this. So VIP 19, let's do that. And then that's additional 5%, and this is 0%, this 0%. In regards of you know, the stats below VIP 19 are all added here. So here's Holy Site, Crystal Tech, and VIP. So these are all added, but only here we are missing VIP 19 5% attack stats, which we can, you know, count towards the whales, and then not the small spender and F2P. We can try to do that. The issue is trying to calculate is that whales who are garrison rally focus on different things than open field. Well, that is true. But like, okay, so here we are just talking about the stats, right? So F2P is F2, so Wales, Kingsland, probably max tech. This is the old tech. Oh, wait a second. I need to do like this. This is old tech. And this is new tech. Let's try to do this. So new tech. So new tech. They are also getting the 42% stat, right? The HP defense. Man, this is. We can just do this. 42% attack. Yeah, let's do this. And then the new tech, 12.5% attack. Can we do this? Is this calculatable? Is this calculatable? Is this calculatable right now, or do I have to go into the KK and then actually find this out? At all tech, you get all of your attack and damage, just not all of your swarm tech by pass 7. Yes. So yeah, pass 7 whales. So the idea, what I'm trying to do is, so by pass 7, right, for whales, we have already calculated the, where is it? Yeah, so here the troop type efficiency increase, right? Compared to max tech versus max tech old tech versus max tech new tech. So these numbers basically represents the whale efficiency. So whale having all the techs maxed out this is what they will be seeing in terms of efficiency. And then we will try to calculate the F2P, and maybe the F2P is like 1% increase, right? In Kingsland, or maybe F2P can like 5% increase. So it's a proportionally amount, or it could be the same, right? It could be a similar number like with the whale. If this is similar number in Pass 4, Pass 7, and the Kingsland, those in these 3 points, then we can conclude that the new crystal tech is not affecting spending level. Or if it was like 1% and then Wales is like 2.8%, clearly Wales is getting more. Or if F2P is like 5%, clearly F2P is getting more. But I doubt that the F2P is gonna go. I really doubt that F2P is gonna go higher than this. Let's go back to infantry. Guys, I'll be right back. Quick restroom break. BRB. I'm back. Do you also need the damage factor thrown in there? No, we don't need the damage factor. We just need to find out the stat difference. Let's try to cook this, and if we cannot come up with this, it's okay, man. It is completely fine. If we cannot do this, I can probably do this after my KK ends, because I will be collecting data on the new crystal tech. Can you show equation bar for those? Which bar? Which one? How much is the F2P low spender and well going to grind barbs and forts with the change in crystal tech? That is actually a good point as well. Because the KK damage got reduced, the barb farming speed is actually nerfed, right? You are gonna be taking out the barbs slower. So the barb chaining got nerfed a bit because the KK past glory going from 40% to 30%. But that's definitely a point right there. Man, it's okay, so I think it's kind of hard to calculate, man. I think it's kind of hard to calculate. So let me go here. Oh no, I no longer can see the new crystal tech. Because we are in pre-KK. I wonder if F2P player who is specializing in one troop type can reach the HP section in the new crystal tech before pass 4. I wonder if that is the case. I wonder that can happen. Call to arms to max 3.4 million crystal. Call to arms 2. Yeah, you can. I think you can definitely max out Call to Arms 2. No, wait a second. Yeah, you gotta have the. Where is that? Cutting corners. Yeah, you gotta have the cultural exchange as a FTP player. Oh, it did. I did calculate that here. So maxing out cultural exchange and then maxing out Call to Arms 2, it's only gonna cost you 10 million crystal, which I think that is possible before pass 4, right? For FTP players. Low spenders, like I think in my case, I think I was spending like 22 million crystals before pass 4 for low spending. So I can like kind of like max out special concoction, or I try to go for the iron infantry. These are the HP. So instead of trying to max these larger camps and the special concoction, I could go for swift marching and put a little bit point into the defense, not max this out, and then I can just try to put some points into the infantry HP. So if you can see this, maxing out total infantry HP, right? This is one troop type that we are talking about here. Only 30 million crystals. Only 30 million crystals. Again, we do not actually know what would be the prerequisites of these. So this can be, this is the minimum amount, but it's probably gonna be a little bit more than this. But in my opinion, okay, just by looking at this, like low spender who is playing only one troop type, I think there is a possibility that during Kingsland, he would have max tech. Low spender. Max tech. In one troop type. I think that is most likely gonna be the possibility. That is actually super good. Because, you know, with like, let's say like 30 or 40 million crystals in old tech, you are nowhere near getting maxed, right? You are nowhere near getting maxed because you are improving your other, you know, you have to put some points into the other troop types in order to proceed with your, you know, in order to proceed your crystal tech to the next level. But here, because you can just go with one troop type, you can max it out. Probably you can, I think you can almost max out 2 troop types before Kingsland as a low spender. That might be the case. Again, this is just a like a guess, right? Approximate guess. I am gonna be calculating collecting some data in this current KK, but yeah, man. So for low spenders who are playing one or two troop type, right? Not all troop type. One or two troop type is it might be a win situation for low spenders. Low spenders and up. If it's win situation for low spender, then medium spender are obviously gonna get even better and better, right? Basically means that low spenders, if they are maining one troop type or even 2 troop type, they can have almost same like almost exactly the same tech going into the Kingsland, except, you know, the surprise strike one. Except this one, because you are not, this is gonna be quite expensive. But if you can max out the HP section, right? If you can max out the HP section, that is actually good. I mean, after the HP section, you are getting some march speeds. Yes, this march speed, I think you are gonna be lacking in terms of march speed. But in terms of all the necessary stats, you might be able to like max it for Kingsland, which is really important. However, for F2P, I'm not sure. F2P, so someone who grinds a lot as a F2P player can reach 80 million crystal spends at the end of the KK, but that is at the end of the KK. What is the total crystal spend when Pass 4 opens F2P player? Do you guys have a number or like approximate number? For low spenders, like low spenders, I think it is like 22 million crystals or something like that for low spenders. So I have a feeling that if I'm just going for one troop type, I can definitely would have few points put into the HP section before Pass 4, which is decent, I think. And I would also have a max troop capacity. Low spender is 25 million or so. Yeah, so low spender is 25 million. How about F2P? F2P is maybe like 50 million or something. 14 to 60 million for for FTP first pass. Okay, so FTP is like 14 to 16 million. Where is that? So FTP players definitely will be able to have max troop type. I mean troop capacity. In one troop type, I'm talking about one troop type, okay? So one troop type FTP is gonna have the full troop capacity. And then they would have all the attack stats. And then they would be able to put some points into the defense in Pass 4. All the attack stats means F2P players are getting 12.5%. Let me put this here. Total 12.5. There's no more attack stats here, right? No. So 12.5% attack, and then defense maybe like, let's say 5% defense for Pass 4. So you are basically gaining 17.5% stats. Pass 4. One troop type. Now, okay, I think we're going somewhere, guys. No, so now let us talk about the old tech. In the old tech, Pass 4, how much extra attack you have as an FTP? If you get economic attack faster, might be a bit more now. Oh yeah, speaking of economic tree, so this cultural exchange for FTP players is a must. You gotta max this out. But I also think that we might need to max this cutting corners, which is total like 3 million extra. So if we like put this cutting corners. Oh wait, I think we are missing also something, man. We are missing something. We are missing something. So if you add cutting corners, it's around 50 million crystals. But we have completely missed the upgrade cost of mine and Crystal Tech Research Center. We have missed that. Yep, we have missed that. So probably F2Ps won't be able to reach the defense stat, but optimistically speaking, we like this is optimistic number. 12.5% extra attack that we are getting at Pass 4. This is optimistic number. Okay, someone who is grinding a lot. Someone who is grinding a lot. And got 80 million crystals spent in the last KK. So now let me get the oops. This is new tech. Old tech. Okay, in the old tech, what is the optimistic number on the stats for F2P? Pass 4. Pass 4. It's more if you count barb hunting in KK. Oh gosh, man. My nose is completely stuffed right now. Allergy, man. Allergy. I'll be back. Gotta blow my nose. And back. Bless you. Visual brick, thank you so much. I hope there's no prerequisite. Yeah, we gotta also know the prerequisite, but like going into quenched blade should be okay, huh? We might need to do like this leadership and everything, right? So for FTP players, the alt tech definitely can. I mean, guys. Yo, so let us just do this. Okay, so let us disregard this pass 4. Okay, let's just go for the Kingsland. Let's just go for the end game stuff. Pass 4 is a bit scuffed. But in Kingsland we already know. That's from. What can we do? This is kind of like a math problem that is a little bit difficult to solve. If we had all the data, sure, man, yes, but we just do not have the data. I personally think that Siege and Archers would benefit the most due to able to get more HP and defense. Yes, we did benefit, and Siege was the most. Archers were second best, but this 3.3% is regarding the other equipments. If you are running the leadership version, it's only 2%. But if you are running like the 6 set or something like that, you are gonna be benefiting the most. And the least benefit was Cavalry. So this is an we are collecting facts of hidden nerfs and buffs, right? And we're still working on it. I want to make a video on this, the hidden nerfs and buffs, and I also want to showcase this one as well. But the F2P well, like spin level, it's a bit hard. Good call. Pass 7, Kingsland easier on assumptions. Yes. So Kingsland, it's for alt tech. For example, Pass 7 in Kingsland, whales are definitely gonna have the extra 42% attack, right? But we can try to calculate. Like, where is that? Infantry. So, let me ask you this. Pass 7. Right? F2P. And, Kingsland. For F2P players, how much crystal spent do you think they can do before Pass 7? And then also before Kingsland. What is the answer? Kingsland is maybe like 50 million, or like maybe 40 million Kingsland, and then Pass 7 is like maybe 28 million or something. What do you guys think about this number? I've never gone F2P in terms of crystal tech. I was always low spender. We all hope no prerequisites, but we know that yeah, there is gonna be prerequisites. So my idea is that if FTP players are spending 40 million crystals, at least, before Kingsland, right? Before Kingsland, then it's a win situation. I think F2P players might have win in this new crystal tech. But in order to win this, you have to play like a one troop type, right? If you are playing all troop type, then it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be same as the previous crystal tech, right? So if you are playing all troop type and investing into like all 4 troop types equally, then it's gonna be the same, except you might have a little bit more troop capacity, right? That is my thinking. But if you are playing only one troop type or troop type, 2 troop types, then going into Kingsland, maybe F2P players can max out one troop type, right? In terms of stats. If that is the case, that is a definite win for F2P players. Like, definite. All you gotta do for F2P players is just main one troop type, and that's it. That is my idea, that is my thinking. So, unlike in the previous crystal techs where you have to be investing all of the different troop types, even siege, right? You had to put some points into the siege in order to proceed to the next crystal in terms of crystal tech, in the old crystal tech, right? Now here you don't have to do that. Here you can just main one troop and then you can proceed all the way to the next crystal tech. Right? By past 7 it's about 25 million. Okay, 25 million, okay, that's a good number. 28 million was a good guess. Kingsland 40 million, what do you guys think? The issue last time on rallies was the rally cap not fully maxed during zone 5 fights. So I was hoping can max the rally cap before zone 5. Oh, also by the way, I think that for rally garrison leaders, right, when pass 4 opens, rally garrison leaders also might need to focus on one troop type. Even if they're playing all troop types, they might need to, like, let's say you're infantry rally garrison, right? So infantry rally garrison leaders can just max out one troop type, like all the way to the end of the tree by going with one troop type or pass 4, and then that means they are gonna be trading the best. So which means this is also my just like how I see with the new crystal tech, right? Kingdoms will start having rally and garrison specialists. Like there's gonna be one guy who is an infantry rally leader or garrison leader, only infantry, and then there's another guy who is gonna be like archer rally garrison, and then another is gonna be like cavalry rally garrison, right? Just for pass 4. And what those specialized players are gonna be doing is, even though they are playing all troop types, they are gonna be investing heavily on that single particular troop type for pass 4, right? Just for pass 4. And then of course for pass 7, the other troops, you know, other troop types, you can catch up on the other troop types when it comes to pass 7. But pass 4, I think that might gonna be the play in the new crystal tech, which means that is also kind of good news on like F2P players, because there are gonna be some whales running 0 techs on some troop types right on the field. So FTP players, you know, can fight equally on equal grounds. That is what I think. Oh, Lambo! Welcome to the kitchen crew, Lambo. Always supporting the channel, man. Thank you so much. And there's a 5 gifted membership to the channel. Much love, Lambo. Always supporting the stream. The support is like, how to say, it means a lot, man. The support means a lot. Too much math. Here's an easy answer. Just buy every bundle. Done. And thanks for breaking it down, Lambo. I could try to find crystals, but I can't max Call to Arms 1 as FTP. Yes, Call to Arms 1 you won't be able to max. Even with, like, I'm a low spender, right? Even if I'm spending like 20 bucks, I was only able to put like 1 or 2 points. Only 1 or 2 points into Call to Arms before Pass 4. And that's it. Leo Style, welcome to the kitchen crew. Thanks for the membership. It bothered me my name not being a green. Hey, I'm also gonna make your name blue as well. There you go. Now you're blue as well. Gotta mute stream again, back meetings at work. Okay, take it easy, Lambo. And again, thanks for the support. Appreciate that. Depends on when we get character. Oh, speaking of your Ultra Predator, that's a good point. I think the Karok got buffed. Okay, you guys. So, we tried to cook this, but I think this is hard to cook, okay? It's just hard. First of all, we do not know the prerequisites of the new crystal tech. We just do not know. Secondly, we do not have enough data of like how much crystal is being spent on at certain points. I am gonna be collecting that data, but we just don't have. I mean, we do have some sort of approximation, but it's just being a little bit hard, right? But here is what I think. Okay, here's what I think. So Will said that the new crystal tech is benefiting whales. Okay, and Chad said that new crystal tech is good for F2P and small spender. So there's 2 different opinions. And my opinion is that as a low spender myself, I definitely think that the new crystal tech is helpful, more helpful for F2P small spenders. Just because I can main 1 or 2 troop types, I can only main 1 or 2 troop types, and okay, it's gonna be really hard to calculate what would be at the Pass 4 level, right? Pass 4 is a big question mark. But if I can max attack when going to Kingsland, 1 troop type, I'm 100% taking that over the old tech. I would really want to have my tech maxed out in Kingsland, even if it's like 1 troop type. Like that is 100% better for me as a low spender. 100%. No questions asked, slam dunk. It's way better than my old crystal tech, right? The reason why I went all troop type, let me show you my marches. No. Yeah, so this is my character marches, right? As you guys can see, I have 1 archer, 2 infantry, and then 1 cavalry and 1 siege. The reason why I went for all troop type is to take advantage of the crystal tech, because I was spending, I was forced to spend points into like all troop types, right, in order to proceed with the new crystal tech. Which is why I also made myself one siege march, because I wanted to take advantage of the points that I was putting into crystal in terms of siege. So which is why I started playing all troop types. But if the new crystal tech, if I can have max tech on one troop type, I'm 100% taking that. And then I'm gonna start maining one troop type, or maybe even two. I think I'm gonna start maining 2 troop types. One is gonna be hard because it is gonna be really hard to build like 5 marches on one troop, right? Infantry comes close. You can put like do like really decent 4 marches for infantry, but beyond that you cannot like make 5. You have to go into really like weak or old commanders, right? So maining two troop types might be the answer for low spender. For F2P players, 1 troop type is great idea, and maybe 2 troop types, maybe, right? That might be the meta shift that we're looking at here. That might be the case. And people were also saying that, okay, you get the call to arms maxed out pretty early, so F2P players are gonna be punching bags because there's just gonna be more marchers or like troop capacity running on open field. That is true in one side, right? But on the other side, like F2Ps are gonna be surviving a lot longer on the open field, so it might be beneficial for F2P players as well. Yes, your stat is not really changing, but you have more troop capacity, right? More troop capacity means you just have more HP to survive on the open field. So, like in alt tech, if 2P players have no troop capacity, and then they would just go in, fight, and then they die, go back to their city, and then they are redeploying the troops, right? But redeploying the troops and going into the ball fight, it takes time, right? Going back and forth. Meanwhile, whales who already have a lot of troop types, they can stay in the ball a little bit longer, right? Do you think we get the Karak 3 before Kingsland now? I think so. I think we are gonna be getting Karak 3 before Kingsland. So there's gonna be only one Karak level after Kingsland, but before Kingsland we might get 3. That's what I understood. It's more F2P due to troop capacity. Can you test how much troops capacity affects combat strength? I feel like it's overlooked. Okay. More troop means, so I can explain on the damage formula. We can also test that, but here's the thing. Where's my, let me search. Oh yes, so Uh, Let me delete this. I did calculate this somewhere. So in the final damage factor, it does take into account of the troop difference into combat. So for example, it's your troop type minus the other troop type, and then is divided by this. But this is saying that if your troop type is greater than the other march, right? Let me see. Did I do this in here? If the troop is counts greater than the other march, less than the other march. At 200k. Okay. So I think I can explain the troop capacity here. So here in the damage formula, this is the damage formula of 200, right? And we have troop count scalar multiplier here, multiplied by attack stat. And then we have troop advantage, here's the bonus. And then here we have the HP and defense multiplied by 2. And then we have the 10,000 divided by troop scalar, and this is square root and then plus 1. So this is the damage formula, right? But let us, it's more number, it's gonna divide more, but this is the root. Yes, this can be explained here. So here we have troop count scalar. Okay, here we have troop count scalar as a multiplier at the end of the damage formula, right? And what this troop count scalar means is that this is the scalar. If your troop capacity is less than 20,000, here, if your troop capacity is less than 20,000, the scalar number is 1, is automatically 1. Troop count multiplied by scale. Give me a second. Troop count multiplied by scale. Troop count multiplied by scalar. Yes. So if your troop is less than 20,000, so it's gonna be 20,000 plus scale. Is it? Wait a second. Here the scalar was 1, number of troops. hold on a second. I want to check something. Where did I... Where... Was it true damage calculation? F25. F75. Okay. Troop count. Okay. All right. So we have troop count here, which is quite weird. All right. Okay, I got this. So, yeah. So here we have a scalar, right? This scalar depends on how much troop capacity you have. So at if you have this is at 10k troops or less. This is 20 to 100k, right? And this is 100k troops and more. Here's the thing. I think I got the answer, man. I think I got the answer. So, your damage factor is this formula, and we see these scalars right here. And this is scalar means this just gonna scale your damage depending on your troop capacity, right? The remaining troops. So at 20,000 or less, right? 20k or less. At 20,000 or less, this multiplier is 1. Okay, at 20,000 or less, this multiplier is 1. But if you have more troops than 20,000, right? 20,000 to 100,000. If you have more troops between this, now this multiplier is 1.33%. 1.3. So your damage is increasing by. You cannot really say. Give me a second. Let me just do a quick calculation. So square root, blah blah blah. This is increased by square root. Square root. Yes. Let me. I'm mumbling with myself too much. Apologize that, but we have to do this. Yes. Vishal, what's up, man? Okay. Now this is being explained. Okay, I think we cooked this, man. I think we cooked this. So, more troop types, more troop capacity. Less than 20,000 troops you have, your scalar is 1. But if you have troops between 20,000 to 100, the scalar number is 1.33. And this means you are gonna be dealing around 15.3% more damage than if you have like 20k less troops or less, right? So if you have like 21k troops and then someone has like 19k troops, right? So this guy is gonna be doing 15.3% more damage than this one, the previous troop type, right? And then the next level we have in the troop damage formula is the scalar above 100k troops. So if you have 100k troops or more, the number of this scalar goes even higher, 1.83, right? And this means you are going to be doing 35% more damage as compared to someone who is having like 99k troops, right? So what I'm trying to get this at is that, okay, now F2P players can reach 400k troop capacity quite early. This means that you are gonna be having this extra damage dealing capacity much longer on the open field. You are gonna be much more efficient. So troop capacity increase is not necessarily mean that you are becoming punching bag, but now you have, up until you go down to 100k troops, right? Up until you go to 100k troops, you have 300k troops to spend, right? So this means like when you are only like red HP, right? If you go red, then your number is like the scalar is gonna go down. But until you go red, like if you are fighting yellow troop means that you are still having 200k troops remaining, right, at half HP. So you're still benefiting this multiplier scalar a bit. So definitely this means that you are definitely gonna be doing like optimized damage on open field much longer. Let's say, for example, previously you have 210k troops, right, as an F2P player. Wait a second, let me do this. 310k troops, right? You are running 50% expansion and you are having 310k troops. But you only have like 200k troops to spare until your scalar goes to 1.33 and then 1%. Not 1%, but 1, right? This is why like fighting when you are low HP or yellow HP means it was bad, because your scalar was dropping down. The damage scalar was dropping down because of your troop capacity. This is why it is not a good idea to swarm things when you are red HP, and when you are yellow HP, when you are swarming objective, you pull back and let the full HP marches to go in and swarm that objective, right? That's why you need to refresh and pull off of the objective when you are yellow HP, when you are swarming things. That is because now we know that it was because of the scalars. So when you are yellow HP means most likely your damage scalar now goes from the 1.83 to 1.33. So you are doing less damage to the objective, you are being less efficient, so that is why you needed to switch with someone full HP, right? So you have only like 210k troops to spare. Now with the new tech, you can reach 410k troops easily. And this means you have 310k troops to spare on open field. So it means that F2P players with the increased troop capacity, they can be doing optimized amount of damage in terms of damage formula much longer than this 210k. And especially in older KK, because you are very squishy, right? And the the whales are like have an extra 42% attack, right? Extra 42% attack. This 210k troops can go quite fast. But here, yes, the whales will have defense and HP stats, but they are now having only 42% attack, right? As compared to the 42. Only 12.5% attack as compared to the 42. Which means that this extra 310k like troop capacity is like why you're gonna survive twice as long as you did before on open field. So twice as long time you are gonna be surviving on open field, and you are doing the optimized amount of damage on open field in terms of damage formula. So I can pretty assume that, you know, we can safely assume that the increased troop capacity is actually helpful for F2P. Just because now your efficiency, you are doing the damage on the optimal number longer than you used to before. What do you guys think? This is what I just cooked. Hey bro, why do you prefer to use Scipio Primary than Ragnar? I do not have movement speed gear on my Ragnar Scipio. This is the gear that I'm running, and I do not have the movement speed, which is why I'm using Scipio, just because the talent is giving you a little bit extra march speed. I'm gonna work on this gear, and once I build the gear that is giving me march speed, I'm gonna switch back to Ragnar Primary. Best troop of not main march outclasses 3, 4, 5 march of main troop type. That is that is good point. Which is why, you know, maining one troop type might not be the answer, but maybe maining two troop type, right? You can easily build meta marches for two troop types, quite powerful ones, that is, right? Like for example, let's say if we are talking about like infantry and cavalry, you can make 3 solid infantry marches and then 2 solid cavalry marches. Very solid. You can do that. And the benefit of maining one troop type is, okay, you know, yes, it is about the stats, but it is also with the movement speed. So as you invest into one troop type, that troop type you have to be investing into the march speed, right? So which means you are gonna have faster march, more stats. That is gonna be really helpful on open field, one troop type. But yes, again, like making 5 march out of one troop type is gonna be not efficient at all. So probably the answer is gonna be like 2 troop type, right? 2 might be the optimal point for F2P small spender player, so that one troop type can have max stats and movement speed going into Kingsland. I don't think you are gonna be having max march speed, but you know you're gonna have a lot of extra march speed. And then the second troop type, you can have it a little bit decent, right? It can be decent. So if F2P will deal more damage, it's nice. Only Wales had improved morale and max troop capacity. Most people, this tech is a buff. Yeah, I think this tech is kind of like a buff for F2P small spender. That is my point. But in order to have it like a buff, you gotta have like a 2 troop type. You gotta focusing on 2 troop type. One is not the best, in 5 March setup. And if you start maining 3 troop types, then you are allocating your crystals into a bunch more different crystal tags, which means it might end up not being most optimal way for F2P players, right? F2P small spenders. So that is the assumption that we just made. I think it's pretty solid assumption. It is pretty solid assumption. I think it's pretty solid. I'm not sure what happens the scalar goes like beyond like maybe like 200k or 300k. I gotta ask, I gotta talk to Spica after this if the scalar changes to for 200k or 300k. We also have this type of balancing factor here, right? So like, let's say you're running 400k troop and then enemy has like 20k troops, right? So 400k troop is not gonna necessarily do a lot more damage to 20k troops as it was dealing a similar amount, just because of this balancing factor right here. But if we disregard this section, this balancing section here, and purely focus on the scalar section right there, yeah, you are gonna be it doesn't mean you are gonna be dealing more damage by having more troop capacity, but you are just gonna be doing more damage at the optimal amount, longer time. That is what it means for having more troop capacity. Are you using Burning Blood on Gaja? It only works if you get attacked with basic. Yes, I'm not using Burning Blood. Here's my talent for Gaja. I don't use this. It's only when you get attacked. And for Gonzalo, I have to use this. There's no choice. I took this effortless. I'm a field player right now. I have 4 piece set plus crystal chest legs. I want to craft new infantry sets. Should I go best 4 set or statistically best equipment? I'm infantryman and balance out movement speed. I mean, I think it depends on which pairing you're gonna be using. Statistically best equipment, like you can use that on Alex, right? Like for example, LC Alex, because Alex is already offering you a much movement speed, 30%. But it's if it's like a less than that, then most likely the movement speed version is better. If you are running 4-piece set and then crystal chest and legs, crystal chest and legs, that's Hope Cloak and Eternal Night. You could do probably something like this. You could cook something like this, the handsome set. I think this is gonna help you a little bit for your Ragnar Scipio. Again though, depending on where the land cow characterize, you might have more crystal before Kingsland from that. Yes. I have a feeling that they before Kingsland we are gonna get 3 Kalkarak, and after Kingsland we are only gonna be getting 1 Kalkarak, because they did mention that they adjusted the timing, right? That is what I think. Previously it was like we only got 2 Karak level and then the 3 levels were after Kingsland, right? If I remember correctly. Is the new Karak Trails change time for every KK format or just HA with new crystal? I actually don't know. I actually do not know. Is there anyone who is in KK right now? Just entered KK. Yo, we can ask Grey Worm. He is in a KK. Yeah, he is in the KK. Password just about to open. He said he is gonna stream quite soon. Give me a second. Let me see that. Oh, yep, Grey Worm is actually streaming, so yeah, we can ask him. We can definitely ask him. Hyde had hard Karak before Kingsland. Oh, okay. And then did you have 2 more Karak or 1 more Karak after Kingsland? Yes, third Karak is 12 hours before Kingsland open. Ah, nice, man. And total you have 4 Karak now? One more after Kingsland. Oh, so that is nice, man. So the Kakarok actually got changed in all KKs, and you are now getting 3 KKs before Kingsland. I mean, 3 Kakaroks before Kingsland, and only 1 more after Kingsland. So that's good. Total 4 now, yes. Okay, so that is good, man. That is good news. That is good news. Very good news. So getting crystals for F2P small spender is also easier now. That is great news. I like that. Yes, here. So in terms of crystal spending, we actually do not know the prerequisites, so it's kind of hard to calculate this difference, right? It's kind of hard to calculate this difference. It is kind of hard. But in terms of the troop capacity, just by judging by the damage formula, we have came to conclusion that extra troop capacity is actually better for F2P. And especially when you are running one or two troop types, right? I keep saying one because there are players who are new to the game, right? And they are maybe have like 1 troop type or something. They are new players. So the new play might be go for two troop types for F2P players. That might be it. In the beginning of the game, you are gonna main 1 troop type, right? Maybe like infantry, and then you build like 2 infantry marches, or maybe like maximum 3 infantry marches, and then you can build 1 more troop type, which is gonna be like cavalry or something like that. So I think we are having a pretty good idea of what this crystal tech means. All we need to do now is me going into KK and do some testing and gather some information. Third Karak used to be like 4.5 million, now it's 6 million. Oh, nice, man. So they made this change from 5 levels to 4 level. What I understood was they did not change the total amount of crystals that we are going to be getting. So from 5 Karak, let's say you got like certain amount of crystals, you are gonna be getting those crystals from 4 level, which means 1 level is gonna be offering you more crystals, which I like that, man. That's good. And then on top of that, you are getting 3 of them before Kingsland. So I like that even better. That's even good. That's even better. Anyways, guys, I think we have cooked and we got some answers. I think I'm gonna be making a video about this hidden nerfs and buffs and talk about the new crystal tech and, you know, explain the damage formula and how the troop capacity is being helpful for F2P small spenders. Again, it's gonna be really hard to make an assumption like pass 4 opening, right? Pass 4 opening, pass 7 or Kingsland, right? It's gonna be really hard how the F2P is benefiting in terms of the crystal tech progress. But in terms of this, I will be trying to, you know, collect some data and see what happens. But most likely, if you are playing like maximum 2 troop types, it is a win situation for F2P players. It is a win situation for F2P players, yes, most likely. I feel like that is most likely the case. Again, like you can max out 1 troop type, right? Or not, maybe not max out, but almost max out, very near, on 1 troop type, and then you are gonna have this max troop capacity. So I'll take that, especially as a low spender myself. If I can max 1 troop type before Kingsland, I will take that any day, because in the previous tech, Kingsland, I wasn't able to max things out. Yeah, it was a bit of a far away. I forgot what was my crystal tech progress, but yeah. Who benefits the most is Lilith. Man, that is true. That is true. But these changes are actually like went towards the players. I feel like the Kakarok and this new crystal tech, because it is helping the F2P players, right? It is helping the F2P player aspect, so it's definitely help benefiting the F2P players as well. I don't think the new changes is gonna like have them more income or something like that. But anyways, guys, I think that is about for today's cooking. Let us rate someone else. I want to rate Grey Worm. Or let's see who's there. Yep, let's rate Grey Worm. He is as for opening, he's gonna be having some fighting action, so we can together enjoy that. And again, I'm gonna be making a video on this matter, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. It's gonna be like a hidden nerfs and buffs video or something like that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or in the next live stream. Have a great day and peace.